If you've ever checked something and then immediately thought, what if I'm wrong? Not because there's evidence and not because something changed, just because your body suddenly feels on edge. That's not you being careless. That's anxiety gradually pouring the fuel on your OCD check-in. And today I explain how that happens and why it feels so convincing when it does. Hi, I'm Brian and welcome back to the OCD Loop, where we talk honestly about checking OCD, intrusive doubt, and how anxiety keeps pulling the strings behind the scenes. If you've ever thought, why do I need to keep checking even though nothing's changed? Then this video's for you. Anxiety is the spark. Let's start here. OCD checking doesn't usually begin with logic. Nothing bad has happened, but your nervous system is acting like it might. And OCD loves that feeling. Because anxiety whispers, what if this matters? And then suddenly, your brain starts scanning for something to fix. Anxiety is like your brain pacing back and forward saying,
I don't know what is wrong, but I don't like it.
How anxiety turns into checking. Here's where checking comes in. Your anxiety creates discomfort, and your brain wants relief, and checking offers that relief. You check the door, you check the stove, you replay the memory, and you go back just to be sure. And then for a moment it's like, relief. Your body relaxes slightly and the tension drops, and your brain learns something very important. Checking helped. Not checking proved anything, just checking made your anxiety go away. And that's how anxiety trains OCD. Quietly, efficiently, and repeatedly. Why checking feels logical in the moment. This is the frustrating part. When your anxiety is high, your checking feels reasonable. Your brain's saying,
I'm not panicking, I'm being reasonable. I'm not anxious, I'm being careful.
But the problem is, anxiety distorts urgency. It makes natural thoughts feel important. It makes tiny possibilities feel like emergencies. And it makes probably fine feel like unacceptable. So even though logic is technically present, it's drowned out by the feelings of, I won't feel okay. OCD doesn't need a strong argument. It just needs you to feel uncomfortable for long enough. Why anxiety makes checking feel worse at night when you're tired. You might notice this gets worse at night when you're tired, when you're stressed, and when you've had a long day. And that's not a coincidence. When you're exhausted, your rational brain is quieter. Your emotional brain is louder. Your tolerance for uncertainty drops. So anxiety walks in and says,
now, wouldn't it be great to revisit that door situation?
And suddenly you're standing in the kitchen at 2 a.m. having negotiations with a toaster. Anxiety versus danger. Now this is a key distinction. Anxiety feels like danger, but it isn't. Anxiety is a false alarm and it uses real physical sensation. Racing heart, tight chest, urgency and dread. Those sensations are all real, but the threat that they point to usually isn't. OCD checking happens because your brain uses anxiety as evidence, and anxiety is a terrible witness. What actually helps? So, what helps when anxiety feels checking? Not arguing with it, not proving it wrong, and not trying to feel calm first. What helps is changing how you respond to the anxiety. And that might look like pausing before checking, letting the discomfort be there without fixing it, checking once and walking away, allowing the what if to exist unanswered. Teaching your brain, anxiety can be here, and I don't have to act. And that's how the fuel supply gets cut off. OCD checking is not driven by logic. It's driven by anxiety looking for certainty. So if you've ever thought, why does this feel so urgent, even though it makes no sense? You're not broken. Your brain is just responding to anxiety as if it was danger. And the good news is, the response can be retrained. If this video helped you understand your checking a little better, please give it a like, as it really helps this channel to reach others stuck in the same loop. And subscribe to the OCD Loop for calm, honest videos about OCD checking and managing it. And please, let me know in the comment, what does anxiety usually push you to check? Until the next video, thank you very much for watching, and a massive thank you to all those who have subscribed to the channel so far. It's very much appreciated. And until next time, I will say bye.